What is up, everybody? Diamond King 5923 coming back at you with a new series on YouTube. I know we haven't been online in a while, but this is going to be really interesting. So, this is a realistic Steelers rebuild going into the future. I know we did one before, but this is after we know that Pouncey's retired and Ben has come back out. Of I guess Ben's just going to return. I guess he didn't come back out because he didn't retire, even though a lot of claims said he was going to. So we have Ben still. We did, and then I'm gonna get into the moves. Jake's also here. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's gonna be live simming the Bengals right now. I don't know if he's gonna make a video on it or not, but he'll be in this franchise. So let's show you some of the moves. So nothing's changed at quarterback. Big free agent signing, and I guess you can say it was big. I didn't spend a lot of money on him. Was Leonard Fournette. We got him for like a 2-year, $4 million deal. So that's like a super cheap contract. Benny Snell, we did draft in the second round. I want you guys to keep track of that. That was a second round, late 24th pick. We were able to steal Najee Harris. Jake convinced me not to take him in the first round, and he fell to us at 24. So kudos to Jake on that call. And then we still have Anthony McFarland. I'm going to skip fullback because we all know it's still Derek Watt. Wide receivers, like I said, we brought Juju back. So a lot of people, this has been a controversial decision because you go on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that fun stuff, and you see, for instance, last night everybody thought Juju was gone because he said where should he go in free agency on his Twitch stream. Well, today, after Matt Canada announced they announced Canada was the offense coordinator coming in. Then you saw Ben announce literally 2 minutes later that he was coming back. Adam Schefter stating that if Ben comes back, he needs Juju on board. If you saw during the Green Bay game, Juju was taking notes of the Los Angeles Rams offense. McVay runs a lot of similar stuff to what Matt Canada ran at LSU, Pitt, and Maryland. So it's going to be intriguing to see what happens. And we just got Claypool up to an 80. Deontay is 78. Had to drop his catching stats. I hope he has a really good year in this franchise. We kept James Washington. Re-signed McLeod as a good return man. And we drafted in the 6th round Daz Newsome. Now, this is one of the guys that I personally am high on in this draft. He's a big receiver, 5'11", out of North Carolina. He is one of the big reasons why Sam Howell may go number 1 next year in next year's NFL draft. So we'll have to wait and see. Tight ends haven't changed. Skinner left tackle. We drafted Landon Young out of Kentucky as our 3rd round pick. We were looking linemen. Didn't have much scouted because we started this late. So we drafted Landon Young out of Kentucky. A little older of a pick, 24 already. And we still have Chakuma Okorafor. He's our starting left tackle. We have Kevin Dotson, the guy that's been much improved. I just noticed Jake gave him a face. He looks like a straight beast. Good job, Jake. Way to sneak that one in there on me. We signed Chance Warmack, who has that potential to be a good interior lineman. As Jake would say, if you get the right coaching, Chance Warmack could potentially become a really good rotational player on that offensive line. This was our 1st round pick. Josh Myers, center, The Ohio State University. This guy absolutely controls the line of scrimmage. Reminds me a lot of Pouncey. Big brawler. I think that's what it used. Is that what? No, big mauler. I should know that. Anyways, big mauler. He's a big dude. He knows what he's doing. 6'5" center. And we brought in John Halapio to be his backup, and we kept J.C. Hassenauer just because he's a really good filler lineman. He's only a 55 Madden. In our franchise, he's a 67. He played great as backup center for, I believe it was like 4 to 5 weeks this year for the injured Pouncey, and as you can tell, that's why Pouncey retired. He's been plagued with injuries. And then we have David DeCastro again, usually 90 in Madden. Jake and I watched some film. DeCastro, Al, Filer all played like straight garbage this year. You're not going to get much better at 31 years old, and that was a Jake call telling me that we need to lower DeCastro because we always work on rosters together if you guys haven't picked up on this yet. It's nobody else. It's always Jake and I banging these out. So we also brought in J.R. Sweezy. Right tackle, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the eligible receiver, Zach Banner. Stephon Tuitt. We signed Alex Okorafor to take Chase Wormley's spot. I thought that was a good signing. He's a good rotational DN. Has a lot to prove on a one-year prove-it deal. Cam Hayward, Carlos Davis, nothing changed there. DT, we kept Tyson Alualu at an 84 and brought back Isaiah Buggs. So we'll see what happens there. Left downside linebacker, TJ Watt. We brought in veteran edge rusher, which this is huge on my end because I really like Jabal Sheard. I think he's a great fit, and he gets to finish his career where he went to college in his hometown of Pittsburgh. So keep an eye on Jabal Sheard. He'll be wearing 92, one of the great numbers of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Deion Crothers, this is a local guy on a Youngstown State. If you grew up in, if you went to college in the, I guess the snow belt of Pennsylvania, you know where Youngstown State is. Crothers is a great D2 prospect. So keep an eye out on him. He's a 58 overall. We'll watch him grow. Devin Bush. Spillane earned this rating. This was one that Jake and I went back and forth on. We both felt that Spillane played really well. He had a poor performance in the playoffs, but, when you got Juice Landry that you have to cover, Spillane's not going to be able to keep up with one of the better receivers in the NFL that's underrated. And then Vince Williams still here. We drafted Amari Burney out of Florida, hard-hit middle linebacker. And as you can see, we did tag Bud Dupree. 1 year, 14.5 mil. He's still here, and we have his predecessor, Alex Highsmith, who's a 77, who's played really well for the Steelers, and he's going to be rotating in there. DBs, Hayden, Nelson, Justin Lane, James Pierre, Artie Burns. This might be a familiar face if you watched any of my past Steeler franchises on YouTube. Artie Burns was the Steelers' #1 pick back in 2015, Jake?
2016, I think.
2016. But Artie Burns was the guy, and now he is no longer the guy, but he comes back in Pittsburgh as a 71 to prove it, made the roster, and then there's rookie TJ Carter, our 6th-round pick. Definitely a good depth corner. 22, has a lot of room to grow. Hopefully he can jump up here to challenge Justin Lane, James Pierre, and Artie Burns. Free safety Minka, brought back Sean Davis. Strong safety Terrell Edmonds and Antoine Brooks Jr. Kickers are Boswell and Jordan Berry, who Jake took down to a 67. Because Jake and I hate Jordan Berry.
He's probably the worst punter in the NFL.
He really might be. Just to give you guys a little background, we do have custom sliders in. It is one of our guys from the DRFL. If you guys aren't following me on Twitch, go follow me on Twitch at Diamond King 5923. We have the Washington football team franchise over there, and we're gonna have the Steelers franchise on YouTube. That's a rebuild. Plus, we're gonna have a lot of odds and ends between NASCAR and probably get back into NHL at some point, playing some online versus, and so on and so forth. So we'll see what happens. What the hell did Jake just send me?
The draft picks. I got it right. 2016.
2016?
2015 was Bud.
Bud. So we're going to get into the action versus the Baltimore Ravens with a new playbook. So this should be interesting. Ravens are going to come out in their new traditional away uniforms. In case anybody's missed it as I click the wrong uniforms. Ravens have been wearing straight white jerseys, purple pants. That's all they wear now. So we're going to go ahead and fix that.
Joe Burrow's having a solid game so far, by the way. 2 touchdowns.
Oh, go ahead, Jake. You can talk about Joe Burrow now that I've did the intro.
There's not much to say right now. He's having a good game. 150 or so yards, 2 touchdowns. They're winning by a score over Denver at the moment.
Like I said, not sure if Jake's going to um do this on YouTube as a what's it called? Broadcast him?
Yeah, just broadcast style simulation. You don't actually control the team.
Yeah, I think it'd be good practice if you wanted to announce in the RFL, which make sure you check out the London Bulldogs over on the RFL channel. That's Coach Reed's team, or better known as Jacob Reed, YouTube. Go check that out. Make
New
sure
logo, new
to
logo just came
subscribe.
out
New
recently. Make sure
logo.
you check that out.
It looks like, I'm not going to spoil for you. I'm not going to spoil it. You got to go check that out. One of the better logos of the revamp. Jake was really worried. We went back and forth for about a week and a half that his logo was going to look like absolute crap. Turns out Jake got one of the better logos, as predicted by me. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. As you can see, pregame here, Steelers-Ravens, not much else. So there's our seasoned veteran, 39-year-old quarterback, and Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, you know what, Jake? I saw how'd you take down his throw power to 88.
Yeah.
He can't really throw the deep ball anymore. Shit.
Well, Ben hasn't really been all that inaccurate on the deep balls.
There he is, guys. The starting running back for your Pittsburgh Steelers after James. Oh, big game. I got paused for a second before we kick off. The opposing running back in Baltimore is none other than James Conner. So James Conner returning to Pittsburgh in the season opener.
That's an interesting one. I'm curious to see how that pans out. I might be bringing your stream up here shortly.
So we are going to start by kicking off to start the 2021 season. Chris Boswell's kicks away. Duvernay back to return, takes it at the goal line. He's going to get up across the 20, up to the 24-yard line. Now set up the Ravens offense, and Lamar Jackson coming off an exit early from the playoffs thanks to the Buffalo Bills last year. In a contract year, will Lamar Jackson be able to produce to earn that contract? A lot of people say he's not worth it. I'll have to wait and see how he does this season in the realistic rebuild. Something to keep an eye out. Ravens come out spread. Justice Hill starting running back over Conner. Maybe Conner's hurt. Jackson's pass intended for Andrews broken up by Joe Hayden in his 12th year here in the NFL. Ravens come out again in. And it's intercepted as there's Lamar Jackson and Joe Hayden already proven that he was worth re-signing, as that's a pick six for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Leave it to Lamar Jackson to come out and do what Lamar Jackson does best against Pittsburgh. Throw that early pick six.
I tell you what, I don't know that these sliders are going to be conducive to good simulation football, because the quarterbacks all of a sudden are just missing every pass by a wide margin.
Hey, Evans said that they're good for everything, so you just might want to breathe, because to be fair, your team's pretty bad and Denver's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's true.
So 7-0 early here in Pittsburgh. Let's see if Lamar Jackson can make up from his mistake. Keith Butler returns for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Steelers stay in that 3-4 base set. But Matt Canada comes over. We're using Anthony Lynn's playbook so that we have pistol and I formation, because that's the Steelers offense. Still don't understand why pistol's not in the Steelers playbook. We've been running it for 4 years. I'm going to continue to complain about that on stream until somebody fixes it.
As you should. But it'll never get fixed, so don't count on it.
And Lamar Jackson gets the Ravens in plus territory with that carry. One rush, 23 yards. Leonard Fournette goes over to the sideline, starts trying to pump up the offense and the fans. So he might be a perfect fit. And there's T.J. Watt getting off the block, but Justice Hill able to gain 2. The third-year man out of Texas. Another play action. TJ Watt watches the halfback. Nowhere to go for Lamar, and Cam Hayward makes him pay. That's going to count for a tackle for loss. Should count as a sack because it was behind the line of scrimmage on the quarterback, but I guess Lamar's a runner at that point. So 3rd and 8. Lamar checks down. James Pierre able to tackle Justice Hill with who else but Joe Hayden's help. It's going to bring on Justin Tucker. If you watch today's game, Justin Tucker did not look good. And he's been having some problems kicking, so I think his misses are finally getting in his head. Justin Lane comes over. Tucker doinks it off the upright. No good. As Tucker's struggles continue. It looked like it was going to hook back and just nowhere to hook.
Wow. Sorry, but that's the first time that I've ever seen offensive pass interference.
Ben can't hit Leonard Fournette out on the quick out. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
CJ Uzama, I think that's his name, right? Uzama CJ.
Yeah.
Got called for offensive pass interference.
And that one's going to get called back as there's laundry on the field. Let's see the guilty party. It's Chakuma Okorafor. As we're going to bring up 2nd and 18 for your Pittsburgh Steelers. 5:40 left here in the first. Ben tries checking down to Anthony McFarland, who checks into the game for the first time. And there's nowhere to throw that one. As big Derek Wolf, the ex-Bronco, comes in and swats that one away. Ben finds Juju. Juju's going to be short. 4th and inches. Let's see what Matt Canada does here. And 4th and inches. Coach Tomlin's going to elect a punt. Very Coach Tomlin-esque. Artie Burns is right there to down it at the 10-yard line. Good punt by Jordan Berry. Don't hear that very often in Pittsburgh. Do you, Jake?
What's that?
Good punt by Jordan Berry.
Yeah, not often you're going to hear that.
Devin Bush almost gets the pick in that cover 1 spy. Duvernay was the intended receiver. And Bud Dupree meets Justice Hill in the backfield. Again, many people don't agree with this signing. Mostly because people don't think Bud Dupree's, worth anything, or, Steelers shouldn't pay him. Based off of the cuts that they did over the last couple days, it's looking like Bud Dupree's going to be around for the long haul. Mark Andrews ducks his head. Bad tackling by Steven Nelson, and I believe that was rookie Crothers. And leads to a Mark Andrews first down. Bud Dupree, Cam Hayward, and Tuitt in on that tackle. Tuitt makes the tackle again. Tyson Alualu able to hold contain there at the nose position. And Lamar Jackson just chucks it up instead of taking the yards and picking up the first. And here comes Minkah Fitzpatrick, makes a move over the 40. Almost was a punt. Minka's able to return that 30 yards. Steelers will take over in plus territory as Lamar throws int number 2. We'll go ahead and replay that here in the CBS studios. See what happened on this play as Ravens had great blocks all around. Lamar just comes out, rolls, has all day to look. Look at all this green. Lamar has all day. Could have got up to the 40 if he even turned it uphill. Probably could have scored on this. But instead, he decides to throw this ball into double coverage, and it's underthrown to begin with to Marquise Brown, and Mick is able to make the play. So, bad decision there by Lamar Jackson. Benny Snell able to get out of the tackle, picks up 2. Leonard Fournette checks back in for the Steelers. Fournette picks up 3 on the play. Correction, 1 yard.
But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Juju Smith-Schuster moves the chains. Low pass by Ben. Juju's able to go down and get it. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Steelers on their own 20, on Baltimore's 24. Leonard Fournette plows over 1, but Williams able to make the tackle.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Dotson's able to get the block. Center gets blown up. Fournette throws the guy, picks up 2 on the play. It's going to set up 3rd and 5. On the other side of the first quarter, Steelers aren't going to hike this football. In the first quarter, your Steelers lead thanks to a Joe Hayden pick 6, 7-0. Let's go to Cincinnati and check on the game.
Oh, sorry. So Cincinnati game just finished up as the Bengals take a win in Week 1 over the lowly Broncos, as I would call them, 35-14. Was never really much trouble in the simulation.
So Bengals win that one. And right now they're in control of the AFC North. Boswell comes on after Ben checks down to Leonard Fournette. Fournette not able to get the first. Boswell's kick is up, and it is good. Sending the Steelers lead to 10.
Interesting stat about that game. Bengals actually came away with 5 interceptions that game.
Oh, jeez.
All by various different players. So, Broncos not having a very good start to their season with Sir Drew Lock at the helm. 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Yeah, that's insane.
They're probably gonna be looking to move on to Kyle Trask here very, very early on.
Devin Bush dives. Lamar tried to hurdle him but loses his footing. Brings up 2nd and 11. Good play by Devin Bush. Steelers really missed him last year at the end of the season. Lamar's on the move again, and he throws to Marquise Brown. TJ Watt there on the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Duvernay not able to pick up the first. 4th and 1. Ravens are going to punt this one back to Pittsburgh. McLeod back to return. This is his first attempt on the day. See what he does. And McLeod not able to go anywhere. Nice tackle by Tavon Young. Baltimore Ravens.
Job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all.
Steelers check down to Derek Watt, picks up 8. Brings up 2nd and 3. Ben Roethlisberger picking up where he left off last year, getting that ball out quick. He faked the handoff and hit Watt right out the gut. Leonard Fournette not able to pick up the yard. This was a big problem last year with the Steelers. They weren't able to pick up the short yardage plays. 3rd and 2. Steelers are going to go to Fournette again. Fournette picks up 5 and moves the chains. Fournette 5 carries, 14 yards to start the game. Steelers are going to go back and attacking this left side away from Marlon Humphreys. Nice play there by Ferguson as he comes out and locks down Benny Snell. Benny Snell able to gain 4 though. And there's Big Ben's first mistake as he throws it right to Ferguson, trying to hit Juju Smith-Schuster opposite side. And Ben gives the ball right back to the Ravens in plus territory as the Ravens and the Steelers trading interceptions early. And here comes Lamar. Minka right there, ball stays in. Lamar takes the Ravens down to the 10. Jake, you pull up the stream?
Not yet.
Patrick Ricard gets the ball. He picks up 6. Ravens down to the 4. Mike Tomlin starting to pace on the sidelines. Knows this is his final year of his deal. Has to produce, has to take this team to at least the AFC Championship game. And Ronnie Staley, big tackle that Baltimore was missing last year, went down with a leg injury. Guilty party there on the false start. Steelers just got manhandled there by the Ravens O-line. Spillane able to make the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 3. And
nothing. Baltimore
just scored.
Oh, what was that tackle attempt, bro?
I don't know. I switched on and he just dove. Tucker's kick is up and good. Right before the 2-minute warning, Ravens strike. Big Ben trying to get the offense motivated, but made a mistake. Ray McLeod looks like he might take this one out, and he is. Not able to get past the second guy. Oh, that's not Earl Thomas. That's a new number 29 in Baltimore. Not quite sure who it is, but nowhere to go for Fournette. Left tackle got blown up. I hope there's not a holding call. It said flag. No flag. Steelers were missing Vance McDonald last season. Missed a couple games because of COVID, but really only played when Ebron needed a breather. Ben can't hit Ebron. Didn't want to take a deep shot. Looked deep. Looked like he might have had Claypool down the sidelines. Jordan Berry's on the punt. Punts away. Decent punt by Berry. Alex Highsmith levels Duvernay. That's what the Steelers-Ravens rivalry's been about. You know, got to stay physical. James Pierre comes away with the speed blitz. As he looked like he was shot out of a rocket. Steven Nelson almost was able to make a play on that. 3rd and 15. Ravens go short. Edmonds able to down him. Timeout. Steelers. They're going to try to get this ball back and score before half after abysmal performance on that last 3 and out.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First kick 47. This one looks
good kick. Nowhere to go. Highsmith not able to block. Again, 29 comes in, makes that tackle. We're going to have to go look. We're going to have to go look and see what that kid's name is. He's coming out here just going all out, making plays. Then goes to Deontay. He's able to make a move. That's what Deontay is known for, breaking tackles, and he's hurt. That's also what Deontay Johnson's been known for in Pittsburgh. Makes the play, gets hurt on the same play. Big Ben able to find Juju up over the 50. Don't want to burn that timeout, and so they're going to spike it here with 19 seconds left. Bruce Sternum. Deontay Johnson will not be back for the game. Not even surprised. Dedrick Wise Jr., the ex-Lion, signs with the Baltimore Ravens.
So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Snell.
Benny Snell picks up. Didn't pick up enough. Tucker 50. Sorry, not Tucker. Boswell on for a 59-yarder.
This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the
Boswell just misses it.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Maybe in another stadium, but not here in Heinz Field. That one was just short. Boswell hit a 59 last year in Dallas. Now Tucker comes on for a 64. Tucker misses a field goal. What a strange events to end that half. Steelers lead 10-7 at the break. Wow. Tucker misses two deep field goals, and this is a defensive battle. Let's look at scores around the league. Giants lead 14-7 over the Dallas Cowboys. Daniel Jones has pressure behind him as the Giants drafted Ian Book, rookie out of Notre Dame. Dak Prescott signed that mega deal. Zach Wilson gets the start for San Fran after outplaying Jimmy Garoppolo and has his team up 20-7 on, I believe that was Carson Wentz at quarterback. Taysom Hill in a tight one with the Titans, 21-17, the ex-Saint. Derrick Henry has a touchdown in that one. Not a lot of yards, though.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half?
Only highlights here for the offense, and there aren't any. Minka has a pick, and Joe Hayden has a pick 6, and that's why we lead 10-7. We get the ball to start the second half.
I don't know why I'm getting tired of this.
Ray McLeod not able to get to the 25, takes it to the 23, not able to get that key block by Vance McDonald. I don't know why I said Vance, but Vance McDonald. We're going to go back outside. We're going to keep attacking it until we get something going as Chakuma Corafor gets Benny Snell's feet tangled. Juju doesn't give us any effort there. Marcus Peters should have had a pick. Ben finds Ebron. Ebron holds on to the football, moves the chains. Quick throw by Ben. That's one of his signature throws now. He saw him, ripped it, threw it. Haven't seen the rookie Najee Harris yet. Fournette gets outside. And he was looking to truck somebody. That's Ferguson. He had that pick to set up the Baltimore scoring drive.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now Roethlisberger.
It's a bad throw. Right at Marlon Humphrey. Wasn't able to make that catch. Didn't look anyone else. Saw Claypool. Thought Claypool would be able to get there. Making some bad reads right now. We get called for an illegal block in the back against Juju. Didn't know you could get called for an illegal block in the back on offense. I mean, not on offense, on a pass play. Castro gets that block. Fournette gets outside. Picks up about 9. Little hook and ladder action as the rookie Justin Myers is hurt. And Mike Tomlin and Matt Canada want to go for it here. And they want to run outside. Well, that's not going to fly with Benny Snell. We only need a yard. He should be able to get it. And boom. I don't think he got it. He didn't. Benny Snell got stopped. I believe that was Patrick Queen who came in on the tackle. Wow. Benny Snell needed a yard. Let's replay that torn labrum. Nice. That's a 5-week injury. Madden, throw that injury out the window. It's Benny Snell. This was just man on man. It's Benny Snell comes through the hole. He only needed that yard right there. That little blade of grass. And Patrick Queen drove him back. Nice play there by the Ravens. Second-year man out of LSU. Spillane right there to make tackle on Justice Hill. If you're a fan of the old breed of football, this game's definitely for you. 10-7 game, 6 minutes remaining here in the third. It's classic Steelers-Ravens. I don't know what Lamar was throwing there, but that's going to be incomplete. Ravens should punt this one back to Big Ben in the Pittsburgh offense. Ray McLeod's going to fair catch this one. Big number 29 was coming for him. David Castro trips us up there. Thought he was going to go straight up field and get Elliott, but he didn't. So we're going to go back outside. Oh, this play is going to go nowhere. Benny Snell trucks 4 people. He can't do much more there as the offensive line did not help him at all. You got to watch that run, Jake. If he could have trucked that last person, it was going to be beautiful.
I think I'm at the point of watching it now.
Claypool,
you're passing
that. I think you missed it. It was the last play.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time.
Vince Williams finds Duvernay, puts him on his butt. It's 10-7 still. Ravens Steelers offense can't do anything.
Jeez. see the Benny Snell run now.
Yeah, I mean, if he could have got any blocks there, Jake, that was going to be a beautiful run.
Yeah.
It's
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47. Again, they run with Hill.
Justice Hill gets tripped up by one of his offensive linemen. Moves into plus territory. John Harbaugh wants to keep the tempo moving. 3:12 left in the third. TJ Watt's not able to get outside. Devin Bush and Terrell Edmonds able to make tackle. Lamar really doing it just with his legs in this one. Hasn't really been able to complete a pass. As I say that, Duvernay makes the catch, and that's a first down. James Pierre on the coverage. It's tight, but Lamar made a throw. Put it right where it needed to be. Tyson Alualu and Spillane there to make the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 8, 1:40 left in the third. Low scoring Steeler-Ravens game. Lamar just not able to hit Boykins.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Nice tackle there by James Pierre. Called his name a couple times today. Came on real strong at the end of the season. Big reason why the Steelers decided to let Cam Sutton and Mike Hilton walk. Mitch Trubisky's hold is up. And Tucker's kick is good. Making this a 10-10 game. Trubisky comes over from Chicago and is the backup here in Baltimore, giving them a reliable backup. Oh, Derek Watt didn't get the block. Was cutting that back outside when we were gone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a game after punting last time.
David DeCastro is not able to get a block there. Fournette, 10 carries, 39 yards. Tough game. Start your NFL season, especially against the Ravens.
It's actually not too bad. It's almost 4 yards a carry.
Nice catch by Juju. It's going to be holding. That's on Dotson. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. Now left side on the swing pass. They get him to the ground right on
Leonard Fournette injured on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
Very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger.
Been held on to that ball a little bit longer. Not able to thread the needle between Elliott.
Intended for Chase Claypool.
Just to avoid having that pinched nerve, we're going to have Fournette sit down the rest of the game. It's going to get us some gameplay with the rookie, as I guess he fair caught that. Didn't see his hand go up once. That's a mental error on my fault. On my end, it was my fault. Artie Burns went to hit him. No, we can force the ball out with Artie Burns, big hitter. That's going to set the Ravens in plus territory.
He never put his hand up.
I might have got there early. I didn't think I did. I thought I got there right when the ball got there. So kick catch interference.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you hit him early. I just watched it back.
Nice play by Justin Lane. Not able to get that ball out, but good tackle to just kind of stay right there on top of Mark Andrews. False start. So that's going to back the Ravens up. I believe that's a rookie guard for Baltimore.
The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Come out in zone.
Loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Does not work.
That's Andrews. And he won't
Ravens move the chains. Mark Andrews picks up the first.
third down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Jackson throws that one towards Marquise Brown, but it's well out of bounds.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Edmonds able to come up and clean Marquise Brown's clock. That would have been a touchdown for sure.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yards on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to
Jackson Nolly would get the ball off. That's Tyson Alu getting a sack, the big man.
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. It took too long.
Tucker's kick is up, and it is right down the pipe. Check in on the rookies. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are having good days. Jacksonville up 17-0 on 2 in the Texans. We completed the trade that was offered basically in Bleacher and ESPN and Twitter that the Texans got Deshaun Watson. Texans sent Deshaun Watson to Miami for 2 firsts. While doing that, we also sent Julio Jones to Miami. So you should see a different Miami Dolphins team. So we get called for holding yet again. This time it's James Washington. So we just continue to shoot ourselves in the foot.
The big runs are often a result of what they do.
Too many real wheel routes.
In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Washington hangs on to that,
Washington.
picks up a chunk. Makes it 2nd and 7.
Down if not for that penalty moments ago.
In today's football,
A PA dagger looking to hit Ebron underneath.
get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped,
Ben saw Claypool, took advantage of that bad defense, and Chase Claypool has the first offensive touchdown of the season for the Pittsburgh Steelers here in the 4th quarter.
2 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And that is Claypool's first catch of the day, and it comes at a big time.
Shows tonight the home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
there's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more.
Elliott came on a safety blitz. Ben read that. Now it's 17-13.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets to Jackson.
Can Lamar and the Ravens capitalize?
As well now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time.
5:47 left.
Quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Recover too hard flat.
But already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Nice play by Minka, playing center field out there. Finds Justice Hill on the wheel route. Bad news for the Steelers. Stephon Tuitt's down, holding his knee.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson.
Edmonds right there.
And this will be a gain of 5.
Justice Hill able to hold on to that one. Abdominal tear.
Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move.
Really hope Madden comes up with a new injury next year.
To run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. Then he's up to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Which one do you keep getting? I missed
Abdominal
it.
tear.
Is that or a torn labrum? kills me. It's like every injury.
Ravens have confidence that they're going to be able to get the ball back. I know the way Ben Roethlisberger's been playing, I have confidence the Ravens can get the ball back too.
Maybe it's time to rotate in
Mason.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. 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 They're going to say he's down at the 1. Wow. Look who's in. They're not even giving Fournette the touchdown. That's the rookie's first touchdown in the NFL. Najee Harris comes in. That's the only time we've seen him today. And he comes in and delivers a touchdown.
Young gun getting it done.
Look at him just plow. What looked like it was going to be a low-scoring game, Steelers come out fourth quarter. And as we talk about as Pittsburgh Steelers fans, the heart attack games, well, Leonard Fournette came out and gave us a dagger. Shame he didn't capitalize on the touchdown. Broke 2 tackles in the backfield and was able to explode to the outside with lead block from, I believe it was Dotson. Antoine Brooks Jr. misses a hit stick. Terrell Edmonds there to lay the boom. Spillane's going to get stuck covering Andrews here on his own.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson.
That's taken in by
Jackson checks down to Duvernay. TJ Watt injured on the play. That's not a good sign. Alex Highsmith comes into the game. And he blitzes, doesn't read screen. And there's a nice animation on the sidelines as they're not going to give Justice Hill the first down. Let's go ahead and replay that for you guys. Watch Alex Highsmith come off the edge first, working against Ronnie Staley. We're going to switch over here to Justice Hill. Change the camera angle. And look at this. He meets Steven Nelson about 2 yards shy, and he just keeps fighting. Foot is out of bounds right there. And he stretches the ball out, but right there he's marked down. Look how close that is to the first down. It was about a yard shy. Ravens going to go for it, though. Only need a yard. Not quite sure what to expect from Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. And goes to Marquise Brown, picks up the first. Dislocated shoulder. Nice. Only 3 injuries in the game, Jake. Torn labrum, dislocated shoulder, and
sounds about right.
Oh, what's the other one? Mar's going to get out. He is going to run this time, and Minka's right there, and Minka's going to put this one away with a fumble recovery. So Lamar has 3 turnovers in this one. We're going to go ahead and get that picture real quick. As Lamar should have been sacked by Highsmith. We'll zoom in. Here comes Benny Snell back out as Leonard Fournette looks to be done for the day. Steelers will just run this football out.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Malik Harrison on the tackle. Gotta figure now.
Nope, Leonard Fournette's going to come back out.
Happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that ever
Maybe. I don't think they're going to hike this ball at the 2-minute warning. Baltimore's not calling timeouts. This one's over.
got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get your reset.
Benny Snell comes back out to take the carry.
They're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Baltimore uses a timeout. Go 3rd and 5.
Down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Snell yet again.
And Benny Snell doesn't get it. As yet again, Patrick Queen has Benny Snell's number.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Steelers punt this one back to Baltimore. 1:45 remaining. This time Artie Burns hits him and misses. And Duvernay gets a good return. Across the 50 onto the 47. The Ravens will take over. One timeout. Lamar Jackson. I'm one of the best kickers in the league. This one ain't over yet, folks. Alex Highsmith's not able to get there. Poor tackle on my part were Edmonds. Now Jackson's in the zone, and he's going to be working the sidelines. They go RPO. Don't know where Lamar was throwing that one. Ben, over there celebrating. Still 11-point game. Tua finally strikes in Jacksonville, 20-7. Not a lot of time left in Houston. Bud Dupree's able to swat that. Brings up 3rd and 10. 1:30 left here in the 4th. Steven Nelson gets burnt, but Marquise Brown not able to keep his footing. Not able to catch that pass. And Tucker's struggles continue as he doinks another one off the upright. Wow. So what could have been a 24-19 game is more than likely going to finish a 24-13 game. Wow. Can you believe that Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals in this game?
Did he really?
2 doinked off the right post.
They must have made a hot, quick fix to the game that we didn't know about to reflect real life.
Must have. Pittsburgh's going to go into the victory formation, go 1-0 on the season opener. It's always a good win when you get to beat the Baltimore Ravens in the Steel City. And as you can see, fans were able to return to the seats this season. Pittsburgh comes in.
This one's a winner.
You know, it's really
They
strange.
quiet
A lot
out
of people
the
think
doubters
that
that
kneeling
Big
down
Ben
in
still
practice
has it.
really
Big
only
Ben played
happens like one
not
time a
great,
week.
but
The best teams I
his
know, they
touchdown pass
practice
did set
starting
the
back in
tempo of the
OTAs. They
fourth.
want to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets him to 1-0.
And there's the rookie, Najee Harris, who put on the exclamation point with the touchdown run after the 74-yard
He is taken for the Steelers.
run by Fournette that set it up.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And partner, I must say,
Let's go meet your play. Let's go talk to our player of the game.
back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play.
On offense, it's the new Steelers running back, Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, I tuned you up.
Fournette was one of those signings that a lot of fans were questioning why they didn't re-sign the hometown kid James Conner.
That'll be a happy
Well,
locker room
I think
as they
Leonard
start
Fournette
the season.
proved why they didn't re-sign James Conner.
Road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.
And Minka Fitzpatrick did what Minka Fitzpatrick does.
Obviously fall to
Again, Ben Roethlisberger, 1 touchdown, 11 of 19 throwing the football.
as they have a
Like we were saying, we want to lower his numbers
the Bengals.
with passes. Fournette comes in, 12 carries, 120 on the ground.
Here at EA Sports, I'm
Benny Snell adds another 23. Najee Harris had 0 yards in his debut, but he had a touchdown. Receiving high man was Chase Claypool with 72 on 1 catch. Ebron had 1 for 18. Johnson 1 for 23. Vance McDonald 1 for 7. Derek 1 for 7. Juju had 3 catches for 47. And the high guy for Baltimore was Mark Andrews. Let's go look at the defense. As Patrick Queen led all players with 9 tackles, not surprised there. But here's the surprise. And this guy played phenomenal at the nickel corner. And that's James Pierre, second-year man on a Florida Atlantic. 7 tackles, 1 sack, and 2 pass deflects. Big game for him. And of course, Minka Fitzpatrick, 4 tackles, 1 int, 1 forced fumble. And then let's see who got a sack in this game. Tyson Awalu, Dedrick Wise, James Pierre. 3 total sacks in this game. Good 2 offensive lines rebuilding. Played pretty well. That's going to do it for this video. Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens 24-13 on opening day. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that like button. We'll catch you guys next time.